And I always start out by sort of talking about Robert Edison, about how he used to sit in a comfortable armchair with a handful of ball bearings. Have you heard this?
I didn't know that. No.
He
Yeah,
thought he
I
got
know.
the best idea somewhere between, wakefulness and sleepfulness. And so he used to sit in a comfortable chair with a handful of ball bearings and a metal plate. So when he actually
Yeah.
dozed off, the noise of the ball bearings dropping onto the plate would wake him up and he'd pick them up again and continue. But he felt that he was in that dreamy state that he got his best ideas. And it's so contrary to all. I mean, in education, your whole education, did anyone ever tell you about how to be more creative?
Certainly not. And they certainly didn't encourage me to take more sleep. But there is a very robust literature on sleep helping with creativity. And it's about stilling that anxious little voice that's going, come on, get on with it, produce, and you'll never produce anything like that. I suppose that's what you mean by being playful, is that you let all that
That's
go.
right. What I've realized over the years, when I came across McKinnon's research on the architects, when he compared
Yes.
the creative ones with the non-creative ones and found there were only two distinctions. One was that the creative ones could play, and the other one was that the creative ones took longer to make up their minds, which are both
Yes.
not big fans of the left hemisphere. You know?
No, that's
And
true. I mean,
when I got fascinated by that, I found a book called Homo Ludens by
indeed.
somebody called Huizinga. How do you say his name?
That's it. That's the man. Yeah.
And he said that
Heisinger. Yeah.
play has to be separate from everyday life. And I
Yes.
spent a lot of time thinking about that. And I thought that's because children are completely playful and they've lost it by the time of 16. Then they can be playful because they haven't had it educated out of themselves. And also, more important, they don't have responsibilities.
That's a
Because if
very
you
important point, isn't it?
if you've
Yes.
got to pick one kid up at 4 o'clock and someone else has got to make some of the kids' breakfast, dinner, you've got those on your mind, and kids don't have those. Somebody's minding the shop, and I think the most
Right.
important thing is to say to yourself, "I'm not minding the shop for the next hour and a quarter." And push those thoughts away, and then you can relax because, as you say, you're not being constantly made anxious and anxiety. Any kind of pressure stops us
Hmm.
from being creative.